Released in April 2015, the LG G4 used to be a flagship phone. Now, the phone can be found for anything between 200 to 360 pounds. At its release, we saw a reduction in plastic-bodied phones, from the HTC One M9 to Samsung's Galaxy S6 handsets and even the Huawei P8, that all had an impressive build quality. LG went a step further with the G4, by opting for a full leather back. At the time, that wasn't even the feature that made it unique, it was its rear camera that could utilize a color spectrum sensor, which could read colors in exactly the same way as the human eye. Clearly, the leather didn't really work out for LG, with the LG G5 sticking to a full metal body design. The G4 has been superseded by the G5, and now the G6, but that's not to say it's an outdated phone by any means, and it'll serve you well if you take the leap. The LG G4 makes a great alternative to the Samsung Galaxy S5 Neo and Nexus 5X, particularly if you're looking for a smartphone that stands out from the crowd. LG G4 Review. Design. The leather is certainly an intriguing choice of design, but I was pleasantly surprised by just how comfortable it felt. The stitching down the center is a particularly classy touch, and the smooth tan leather option provided just as much grip as the stippled black version. Measuring 149x75x 8.9 mm thick, it's not the slimmest of phones, but LG said that its customers were more than willing to sacrifice a few extra millimeters for a more ergonomic design, and I'd be inclined to agree. However, the leather cladding does add a considerable premium onto the handset. If leather isn't quite your bag, it's also available in cheaper ceramic and metallic versions, both of which are really plastic. There's still decent alternatives, as the ceramic model I had in for testing has a very subtle diamond-shaped pattern on the back of the handset. This adds a bit of visual flair to the phone when it catches the light, but in the hand it feels almost exactly the same as the plastic LG G3, making it a bit dull and tacky compared to the attention-grabbing leather versions. Having tested both models, I personally prefer the G4's curved leather rear. The curve extends to the front of the screen as well, but the arc is so infinitesimally small that you'll barely even notice it unless you put the phone face down on the table. It's certainly nowhere near as curvy as the LG G Flex 2, but at least it should still help protect the screen if it happens to fall face down on the floor. LG G4 Review. Display. The 5.5x2,560x1,440 display was one of the standout features on the LG G3, so it's no surprise that LG has reprised this resolution for the G4. The resolution isn't quite as special as it once was, though, as both the Galaxy S6 and